Hey guys, what's up? Today in the Brick Lab we're going to be upgrading Mr. Oz's brand new space sports car. And when I say brand new, I mean it came out last year, but I'm just getting around to making this video now. So I was excited to see this car back when it first came out because I thought that inside the cockpit there would be room enough to seat two minifigures. Much to my disappointment, there was only room for Mr. Oz and no room for his faithful compatriot Mateo. Mateo decided to change up his hair for this video, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But anyway, so my goal with this video was to try to make room in this car for two minifigures to sit, because to me that's a waste of space to have an entire massive, cool sports car and then only one minifigure able to sit inside. I was happy to see that this car is pretty easy to fix up though, because the chassis that this car sits on is actually the exact same width as the standard 8-stud wide Speed Champion chassis. You can see I've already gone ahead and built in a little frame here with some seats and some controls. I'll put a part list in the description for all of the parts that you're going to need, so you can download that and you don't have to hunt for, and you can hunt for parts while I'm talking about the build here. So in order to put the chassis in, what we're going to do is first pull the wheels off like this, and from here you can reach in and just push the old chassis out. This has got to come out. These back pieces, they're going to go ahead and come out too. In fact, you can remove basically that whole section there. We actually have to do a little more disassembling. We're also going to have to remove these brackets here, and obviously the orange plate that's holding them in place. Let's go ahead and remove this tile as well. You know, we're pretty much just going to have to disassemble most of this thing. Let's pull off this tile here. And these orange tiles here that are holding up the 1x6 bricks inside the cockpit. So yeah, you're basically gonna have to hollow this thing out. So I guess I unintentionally lied just a little bit when I said this thing was super easy to reassemble. But it was an unintentional lie nonetheless. So basically, yeah, once you have this thing, what you can do is you can just plug your new chassis in where the old one was, and it looks a little bit like this, and functionally it's pretty much the exact same. From there, what I'm going to do is pull the wheels apart, and I'm going to remove these long white Technic pins because I don't like how far it makes the wheels stick out from the car. So I'm going to replace them with these shorter tan ones, and then on each wheel I'm also going to give them a little hubcap, which is a black 1x1 round tile here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do that on the other four wheels. Other three, I guess I should say. Alright, and once all four wheels are done, you can just go ahead and plug them back into the wheelbase. And once they're all plugged in there, you can just plug them back where they were on the car. And then from there, one thing we do have to do before we start building this car back up is replace these 1x6 bricks with these side assemblies, which are going to do basically the same thing, but they're going to look just a little bit better in the end. So this is basically a side panel with a little mirror build, and of course this is just what I thought would look good as a mirror. You can add your own, whatever you want to do with that sort of thing. It's basically one of these modified tiles with a bar attachment, as well as these modified plates just plugged in, and then with this little stadium tile on top just to smooth it out. And the way I built it was that the flat side should be facing inwards on the car, so we put it like this. This one is for this side of the car, so all we have to do is just pull the brick up. We're gonna take it out, and we're going to put these slopes on top here like so. Turn this thing around so that the panel is facing out, and we can plug it back in. There you go. The last thing we need to do to finish up the side is to steal the slope pieces from these brackets and plug them in underneath like this, and then we'll turn the car around and we'll do the same thing on the other side here. Again, just like the other side, we're going to pull this off and we're going to steal the slopes and plug them into the new assembly we made, which is just basically the opposite of the other side. So yeah, we'll just plug that in, and then like before, we are going to steal the slope pieces from these brackets and plug them in underneath. Now what we have to do is fill in the back area here and finish off the seats. So to do that, what I'm going to do is pull these slopes off and pull these 1x2 plates off, like this. Then what I'm going to do is take one of these rejected 1x6 bricks, plug that in down here. We're also going to need a 1x6 black plate right here. Then what I did was I built some headrests using these inverted brackets and some quarter tiles. I would have preferred to use some of these stadium tiles like the ones here, except I didn't have any in tan, so I'm just making do. We're also going to need some black plates to fill in the gaps on the side here now. And then we can go ahead and plug these slopes back in. So just for some added texture, what I did was took 2 black 1x1 cylinder pieces and plugged them in. And then I took one of these black 2x4 curved slopes and put that in like so. And now when we put the windshield on, you can see that area is nicely filled in, and Mr. Oz is, well, almost safe. We have a little work to do on the front here yet. So the next thing I want to do is add in some controls so that Mr. Oz can drive this car. So to do that, I'm going to rip off the pieces as shown, take off this piece here, and then what I'm going to do is take one of these brackets and plug it in here. And then I have this controller piece with a jumper tile, and I'm going to plug that into the bracket. So that gives Mr. Oz some way he can steer the car. Alright, so then we're going to take one of these 1x1 bricks and plug it in here. We are going to take a 1x2 plate from a different part of the build, plug that in here, and then we're going to take the hood piece and we can put it back on. And then from here, what I'm going to do is take some of these corner tiles with the corner cut off, plug that in on this side, and then on this side you can see that there is already one of these bricks down there. We're just going to add in another one on top of it, and then we're going to put in that last corner tile piece. And there you go, the windshield is on. And one other fun thing you can do, if you have one of these 1x6 or one of these 6 wide curved windshields, is also plug that into place, and then you have a nice little convertible. So I guess if Mr. Oz is out of school for summer, or alternatively not on the moon, he can ride around like this. There is one more thing that I want to change up though, and that is the front bumper, because that just makes the car look just a little bit too stubby for my taste. So what I'm going to do is rip off the curved slopes on the bottom here, and this, I guess the license plate piece. I didn't bother putting on the plates, so Dr. Oz is driving legally, unfortunately. Then I took these 2 plates, a 1x8 and a 1x6, and I put them on underneath. And then from here, I reattached the license plate piece. I put in the curved slopes again, and again reattach them to the license plate, except this time going in the opposite direction. And here's the end result. We have a nice car that Dr. Oz can zoom around in. And the best part is that you can still use this version with the 3-in-1 modes. You can detach the wheels here, you can plug in the space engines on the back, plug the rover wheels back in, it doesn't matter. You can do all that. Of course, the one problem is that Mr. Oz is not going to fit in with his armor. His armor is just too bulky, unfortunately, so that is a downside. If you have regular Oz, you might be able to just squeeze him in there. But on the bright side, Mateo without his tool belt can fit in there just fine, and of course you can plug the windshield in place and you can go roaring off on all your adventures. And I should point out that Mr. Oz without his bulky armor does fit in as well. Of course, it's up to you now. You have the decision. Do you want Oz with armor and a 1-seater car, or do you want Oz without armor and a 2-seater car? It's the tough decisions like this, which is why Dreamzzz probably isn't doing well at the moment. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for our upgrade on Mr. Oz's car. If you enjoyed it, you already know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a part listed in the description, so feel free to download that whenever you want. Gather whatever pieces you need, and hopefully you can follow along with this slightly messy build tutorial. But anyway, yeah, like I said, that's all I have for you guys, so we'll see you next time.